Hey Bulldog fans, welcome into this week's edition of the Student Athlete Spotlight presented by Coca-Cola. I'm John McAfoose. Today I'm joined by women's basketball point guard Mallory Hampton. Mallory, I appreciate you making some time.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
I'd like to talk about what brought people to Samford. Talk a little bit about what the recruiting process was like from you. You're a Tennessee native. When did Samford first pop on your radar, and what made it attractive to you to want to come play for Samford?
Yeah, so I was on a showcase team kinda, and we traveled around, and that's when I really first heard of Samford. I didn't really know before then, but there was some interests from a few SoCon teams, and then I just got a letter in the mail, and then I talked to, actually, maybe the first time I talked to someone, it was Coach Ketchum from a few years ago. Mm-hmm. And so that's whenever it was first put on my radar, and then once I started kind of coming on a visit or two, I was like, okay, I really like this place, so.
Yeah, and when you committed here, it was still Mike Morris as the head coach. So with that coaching change and Carly Coons coming in, did that affect your decision at all?
I was sold really when I first visited because the family atmosphere here with our team and stuff, seeing the girls in their culture, it was something I knew I wanted to be a part of. So even whenever Coach Morris stepped down, I still wanted to come, even though I didn't have any idea at the time who even Coach Coons was, but stayed with it.
Let's go back to last year for a second before we talk about this year. What's your mindset coming in? You're jumping from high school to Division I basketball. You're playing for the reigning SoCon regular season and tournament champions. And right off the bat, you've got an immediate presence with this team. You're playing a lot of minutes. You started most of the season. What was your mindset last year?
Last year coming into it, I really didn't have much of an expectation for how many minutes or something I would get. I was like, I'm just a freshman. I'm just going to come in, do my best, and, try my hardest, I guess, every day. But probably right before season, I remember I had a conversation with Coach Coons, and she was like, you're going to be playing. And I was just kind of like, okay, whatever you need me to do. So it was kind of just take it as it comes and just do the best you can and work hard. So that's pretty much what it was for me.
Let's talk about this year. A little bit of a role change for you. You were starting at the beginning of the season. Now still playing significant minutes, but you're doing it coming off the bench. How have you approached the change in your role this season?
It wasn't really something that was a big, huge deal for me. It happened, and then I was like, okay, just keep doing what you're doing. Just work harder and go out and do everything you can to help the team win, whatever it may be, whether it's coming off the bench, whether it's starting, doing whatever. So that was really my mindset with it.
Certainly seems like you've turned a corner in conference play. You're shooting 60% from deep. Seem a lot more willing to take that shot from deep, and that 60% mark actually ranks first in the SoCon in conference play. Do you feel like something clicked for you a little bit at the start of conference season?
I think I just have relaxed into my role, and I've been in the gym and I've seen it go in, but me and Coach Carly always talk about confidence, and she's like, whenever you figure out what you've got, you're going to be good. So I guess really just has been the confidence change, for me.
Well, you guys are coming off a big-time win at home against Furman this past weekend. What was the team's approach in that game? Did it feel like one? I know it's still pretty early in the season, but did it feel like a game that you guys needed to go out and win, especially after losing to Chattanooga and Wofford here at home prior to that?
Yeah, it definitely did. It wasn't if we would have lost, it would have been the end of the world, but it definitely felt okay, we really need to take this seriously and get a win here at home and just kind of put that to rest, because it just started off kind of rough here, so.
Another big one coming up this weekend, going to Macon to face the Mercer Bears. You guys have had the whole week off, so you've got a week of rest, no midweek games. And, of course, Samford-Mercer is starting to develop into a little bit of a rivalry in women's basketball. Mercer was picked first in the preseason poll. You guys were picked second in the preseason poll. Tell us a little bit about the expectation going to their place and what you expect to see out of the Bears.
We're just going to expect the same thing that we've always gotten. It's going to be a really tough game. They're a heck of a team, so we're going to have to come and play really good basketball. So we can't show up kind of lackadaisical. We have to come, and with all the preparation we do this week, we have to translate that into our game. So.
All right, Mallory, we're going to end with some rapid-fire questions. Some about you, some about your team.
Okay.
All right, we're going to start with you. We'll start with some easy ones. Any siblings?
I have 2 sisters.
Okay, older or younger?
I'm in the middle. I have one of each.
Any pets?
Yes, I do I have 2 cats.
Okay, what are their names?
Tux and Jinx.
Okay. Hobbies outside of basketball?
I like to read, and I like to play tennis.
What's on your pregame playlist?
Everything.
Everything?
Yeah.
No specific genre? You jump all over the place?
No, I listen to everything. I listen to 70s rock, all the way to, I mean, anything. Really.
Okay. Preferred social media platform?
TikTok.
Okay. Is that a big thing within the whole team now? I mean, I know you've got an actual TikTok star on your roster,
yeah.
but is everyone kind of on the TikTok train now?
We definitely we are all on it, yes.
Favorite thing to do with the team outside of basketball?
Game night and
Okay.
movie night.
Okay, what kind of games are being played on game night?
Twister.
Oh, old school.
And
Okay.
Uno.
Okay, good
Yep.
good choices. What
Yep.
fictional character would you be best friends with?
Maybe Christina Yang.
Okay. Okay. What's your dream job after basketball, after college?
I would love to be a dentist.
Okay.
My dream job, however, would, I love the show $1 Million Listing. And I would love to be on $1 Million Listing.
Awesome. All right, we're going to move on to your teammates.
Okay.
Funniest teammate?
Tootie.
Most likely to be famous?
I guess obvious choice, Kaylee Sticker.
Already kind of
She
is a
already
little
is
bit,
famous,
yeah.
yeah.
Who would be the best game show host?
Kathleen Wheeler.
Okay, well, she can host your game nights from
Yeah.
now on then. Who gives off the most grandma vibes, like slow
Jaden
driver? Oh,
Langford.
quick answer too. You were ready for it.
Jaden Langford, I
Okay,
know that one.
why? Any specific reason?
She's just, as soon as you say grandma, that's who I thought of.
All right, last one's actually going to be about the coaching staff. Who's got the most game today on the basketball court out of the coaches? We can't go with Paige because she's only 2 years removed. So
Oh, yeah,
let's take
okay.
Paige out.
The most game?
Yeah, out of Carly, Chandler, John, Sally.
They all do, to be honest. They really are all pretty good. Like, they've all still got it in some way or form. But I guess I always guard JB. JB is so sneakily fast and goes right by you every time. I will say that.
All right, well, Mallory, appreciate your time. We're looking
Thank
forward to the
you.
game this weekend.
Thank you.
That's point guard Mallory Hampton. Samford back in action in Macon, Georgia to take on the Mercer Bears on Saturday. I'm John McAfoose. That'll do it for this edition of the Student Athlete Spotlight presented by Coca-Cola.